Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It feels like ages since I've done like a proper sit down video. I know I've gone on about this an awful lot, but Lawson has been in the most horrendous growth spurt for the past week and I just haven't had a minute to sit down by myself with a camera and film. So that's why I've done like a couple of vlogs in a row and I haven't actually like sat down and chatted to you in this kind of format. So I hope you don't mind. He's currently napping downstairs and probably gonna wake up any minute, so I'm going to try and make this video as quick as possible. Now, I noticed in a couple of vlogs ago and also the husband tag that I did that we've actually, or in a lot of my vlogs, I've been bringing up the subject of money and budgeting and referring to a lot of things that some of you might just be like, huh? Like, what are you on about? Kind of thing. So I wanted to, I don't know, chat you through today, for those of you that are interested in how we budget and how we manage our finances. We are by no means experts. We are not great with our money, but I like watching videos like this because it helps me to see how other people do it, and I don't know, I might take tips off them if I think, oh, that's a good way of doing it, that's a good way of doing it. So yeah, for those of you who are nosy like me, I'm going to share with you my budgeting, how we do it, basically. So the first thing I will talk about is savings. So each month we both get paid well, I'm on maternity leave at the moment, so I'm just getting like maternity statutory pay. And Daniel obviously earns his income. Now from that we try and save a chunk kind of each month. I'm not really going to go into like figures and details here because I just don't think it matters. But yeah, we try and save a chunk and kind of put that aside right when we get paid so that we almost don't notice it's there, and then if we get stumped like kind of later on in the month, we know that we've got that little pot kind of just in case we need it. So yeah, we do tend to set savings aside right at the start of the month so that we kind of don't notice it's gone. We have each month I do a little budget on my computer and we have like a list of outgoings. So we have joint outgoings, so things like our rent, council tax, bills, like that kind of thing that are like joint, and then we have like our individual kind of bills like our phones, and I don't know, our phones, like if you had a gym membership then maybe that would come into that category. We don't have a gym membership, but yeah, so things like that. We have like individual bills and then joint bills as well. We actually keep all of our money in one joint account. We don't really have single accounts anymore. We each have a savings account which we like put money into sometimes, although I tend to put it in Daniel's savings account because if I know it's there I'll just spend it. So yeah, the savings tend to go with Daniel. And yeah, all of our other money we keep in one big account, and it's kind of the best thing we ever did, going to one account. We used to have one joint account and then two separate accounts for like as I said, like individual bills and individual spending and whatever, but I don't know, I think last year, maybe it was this time last year actually, we actually changed it all. So we transferred everything into the one account, one joint account, and yeah, it's worked a lot better for us. Like it's been the best thing we've ever done financially, really. The next thing I'll talk about is debt. I hate debt, but I think it's fair to say we all have it in some form or another. We had racked up a fair amount. I won't go into figures, but you know, we've got like a fair amount from our wedding, our honeymoon, like emergency situations, stupid spending and things like that. Like I'm not going to beat around the bush. So basically, again, this time last year, the time that we went into one joint account, we also took out, and this is again one of the most beneficial things that we've ever done for our finances, we basically consolidated all of our debt into one loan, and we also paid off our car as well, which was on finance, and like bought that into the loan as well. So basically with our debt we've got like one monthly payment that goes out rather than like lots of little bits and bobs, so like various credit cards or various store cards and things like that. And we found that that just works a whole lot better for us as well, and it's getting paid off quicker. And yeah, we know that like once that time is up, that's it, that's all of our debt gone. We do keep a credit card for emergencies, and yeah, that's about it. But like whatever we spend on that, we tend to try and pay that off in full, so we're not kind of carrying debt over. And the last thing I'll talk about then is spending. So you might have heard in the husband tag video that I did is that me and Daniel argue about money the most. Like that's the most thing that we talk about and that argue about, and that's because I am a spender. I love to spend and Daniel is a stinge. He likes to say he's a saver. I like to say he's a stinge. I think we both are getting better at like cooperating with each other. So I'm getting better with like not spending ridiculous amounts of money on crap, and Daniel's getting better at not saying no to absolutely everything. So yeah, we're kind of learning to like meet in the middle at times, which is, you know, really good. But yeah, basically our solution to spending and my spending problem is to give ourselves spending money. So this is what I referred to in a couple of vlogs ago, which I thought watching it back you might think, what are they on about? So basically we allocate each other spending money each week. We give each other a certain amount, we draw it out in cash, and then that is our spending money for the week. So we can choose to, like if I'm going out for a coffee date with like some mummy friends, that's what I'll use it on. If I want to save it up and buy a new jumper like I did this week, then that's what I'll spend it on, and I can because I know that that's my spending money. We've budgeted for it, and yeah, that's that. We also have a set budget for like food and petrol, which we kind of try and stick to as much as possible. I shop at Aldi. I do the main bulk of our shop at Aldi and then top up with either Sainsbury's or Tesco or Asda, one of the main supermarkets, and we just find that that works loads for us. Aldi is such good value for money, like it's insane, it's so good. So yeah, we tend to shop at Aldi because it's just cheaper. And yeah, I think that is it in terms of like our budget and how we do it. I'd be really interested to know like if you found this video helpful, and even if you have any tips for us or how you guys do budgeting. I'd love to kind of have a little bit of like chat about it and see, I don't know what everyone does. It'd be really interesting for me. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little video and didn't find it too boring, but found it, I don't know, helpful and interesting. And yeah, I will see you very soon. Don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the like button, all of that, and I will see you soon. Bye guys.